you think I am. This can't possibly end well for you.
At the end of episode 7, we saw Angel sneak his AirPods into Dexter's car, which means he will be able to track him wherever he goes. And today, I'm going to tell you what I think this will lead to in the end of the season. And I'm also going to expand on the New York Ripper, because in this episode we even heard a voice recording.
She thought she could run.
Of course, make sure you press the like button on the video, it does help me out, and make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell set to all so you never miss a video from me. Something that I think is easy to forget is Dexter doesn't want to have to take out Batista.
I'll take my chances, buddy.
He really didn't want him to say that, because as far as he knows now, he's going to have to get rid of him. But we've seen he didn't even want to take out Dokes, someone who was always mean to him and onto him. He didn't end up wanting to take out LaGuerta, so could he really take out the nicest guy from the original show, who saw him as his best friend? Well, that might not matter. There's a really good chance it doesn't even come down to that. What he says really reminded me of when Walter White said it to another character in Breaking Bad that finds out he's Heisenberg, without spoiling Breaking Bad.
That's true. If you don't know who I am, then maybe your best course would be to tread lightly.
This episode was even called Course Correction. You've always got to say this, I don't think they're copying it, it's just a really similar situation. But I think this will lead to a similar ending to at least this first season, where a character that was always the nice, funny guy, always there for Walter, finds out who he is and what he's done, and just completely changes. That they transform into this cold, ruthless version of what we've seen they are, and they finally start to tell people who he is, and this showdown starts, and they start to get closer and closer to exposing him. But it's the bad people that Walter was dealing with that take that character out, and Walter didn't even want it to happen. It breaks the show. That was the end game in Breaking Bad, and weirdly I think that's happening right now at the start of this new show. We see Angel is going to track down Dexter, likely right after he's killed Al, which does give him the evidence he needs, but I think it's what this bleeds to that isn't so good for him. He finds Al dead or alive, but then it's about finding Dexter. Unfortunately, I think Angel is going to follow Dexter back to Leon Prater's hideout. I think he's gonna arrange a meet with him, and Angel's gonna stumble into it, and someone like Prater will find Angel, and I think has a really good chance of taking him out. And the heartbreaking thing about that is, I think Dexter will try to save him. Even though him being gone sorts all of his problems out, it's really turned into this situation where the show has completely closed in on him. Dexter even successfully denounces Angel to Claudette as some old, washed up cop who can't let it go, after we already saw her and Melvin not want to expand on the case after Mia. And like I said in a recent video, remember, he didn't tell Quinn and Masuka.
When it all goes down, you'll understand. But for now, the less you know, the better.
I think they will find out down the line, but the show made it so that Angel to all the other characters can be written out as he went back to Miami, or to them, he's retired, he's still working on that thing he was talking about. It would be really sad, and we haven't really seen the old Angel and Dexter back together. But I think similar to that scene I'm talking about in Breaking Bad, we could get that last glimpse. We could even get a flashback scene to the two characters, which would be in a similar time to Walter's life as well, where it's this calm before the storm where it seems like it's getting better. He's finding his footing again. This episode, Dexter saw Harrison consider his future. He's looking at a college, he wants to become a cop. He's met this girl, and he said that Dexter inspired him.
It was you. You're the one who inspired me.
Looks good on you.
That's all that Dexter's wanted, and it shows he succeeded. Now, of course, we all expect Angel Batista to die, but it is possible that he doesn't. Like I've said, what if Dexter saves Angel and helps him expose all these people, especially the New York Ripper? Angel would get to go back to Miami, having put bad people away and saved people. Perhaps all Dexter needs to do isn't just to tell him Harry's rules and that he only kills bad people, because as he said, he's got innocent people killed, but show him. Perhaps Batista walks in and he sees what they do and what Dexter's stopped. He also wouldn't have to tell Quinn and Masuka. He could just say he was working on the Ripper case. It's been kept in the background a bit with these small hints every now and then, but that could really be the key that Batista needs. Talking of which, of course, a big thing this episode was this recorded call seems to actually show the New York Ripper's voice, and it's this recording of a message he left for this sister of one of his victims.
She thought she could run. She didn't have anywhere to go in that little house of hers. All she could do was cower in her own bed. Your sweet little sister, hiding under that flimsy quilt. Bet that was a gift from Grandma, huh? That's why I took it off her before I ripped her open. Man, you should have heard your sister begging me to just kill her.
And to me, it sounds like two people. First of all, it sounds extremely similar to Peter Dinklage, who of course plays Leon Prater. At parts, it's got the same cadence, sometimes that same growl he has when he shouts. But then in some of the recording, it differs, and it could lean more into that popular theory of it being Jonah Mitchell, who, by the way, right now would be mid-30s, with the actor Brando Eaton, however, having just turned 39, so he would be 38 around the time of recording this.
It had a major impact on him. I was so proud to hear that and to be part of that.
Just got back from New York. What's everyone yelling at me about?
It does sound like an older Jonah. Bearing in mind whoever this is putting on a more menacing voice.
That's why I took it off her before I ripped her open.
With how he looks and sounds now, I think it would be up there with the Trinity Killer. He is, after all, his son.
I cannot confirm nor deny this New York Ripper stuff. I keep hearing it. I keep getting asked. I can't say a thing whether it's a yes or a no. Who knows?
People did point out how you can see Jay Mitchell in Dr. Vogel's list of patients, and Saxon killed some of them. He filmed killing them, but Deborah's there too. And although she did die because of him, she wasn't filmed being killed. Dexter didn't notice it either. I think it's more of a small Easter egg, and I think if they do bring him back, this is saying at the most Vogel was helping him too.
Though he does not kill anymore.
Just got back from New York.
It's really sick to feed on the suffering of the victims, which is exactly what Prater said he likes to do in this episode.
But I wanted the details.
It unlocked something in me, something I've been chasing ever since.
We just found out why he talks to serial killers. Of course, it could have always been a character we've not seen before. If it's someone we have, it's really close between these two. I like the idea of either. And people have theorized that it could be Claudette Wallace in some plot twist, meaning this is another person she's got to do the call to sway people, which isn't unlikely either. We've seen people fake phone calls. Of course, Dexter did it.
There's a guy screaming next door. Yeah, I'm telling you, I saw Freebo again.
But also they're called the New York Ripper. If you look back at Jack the Ripper, you would get people faking and hoaxing letters saying they're him to scare people and build up this character. That's what it was. It was building this profile. Prater seemed proud of them being prolific and not caught.
Highly prolific, never caught.
But then again, when he revealed this letter and him talking to the killer of his parents, he said he admired Dexter's honesty. Don't you think he would have revealed it then?
Trust me, your intestinal microbiota will thank you later.
Well, I took her organs out one by one.
I told him one bag of ice. He needs to fix it.
But what do you think? Does this change who you think the Ripper is? Is it a character we've not seen before? And do you think there's any way that Angel Batista could survive? What do you think is going to happen? Let me know what you think down below. And of course, we spoke about Breaking Bad. Make sure you go and watch my Better Call Saul iceberg. It doesn't just cover Better Call Saul, it covers the whole Breaking Bad universe. It's more of a part 2 of my Breaking Bad iceberg. It's weirdly my darkest video. And I just uploaded a new Walking Dead What If video. What if Tyrese survived? One of my favourite characters, so go and watch that. Also, I've been really active on my TikTok account lately, so make sure you come and follow me there. Link down below. Press the like button on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new with the notification bell set to all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, you can't keep running, man. You're just gonna end up in exactly the same situation.